Hello everyone, thanks for coming. It's so good to see you all today. Today we're going to talk about some very important things. I'm reminded of a movie called Police Academy 4, and it was the Citizens on Patrol one. And it it was hilarious. It started out with all of these citizens that were concerned about their community because it was running rampant with a crime wave, and they decided that they were not going to stand idly by and just allow their communities to be taken over by criminals. So they decided to do something about it, and they joined the police academy. When they did that, they were able to stand up and fight for their communities. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to discuss human trafficking in the United States. It is so horrible. It's really a tragedy that's going on here. We have, people who are trafficking humans as if they're not human beings. They're trafficking them for labor. They're trafficking them for sex. They're trafficking them for organs, and who knows what else they're doing. It's just inhumane. And these are people, human beings, and because we are citizens, we can do something on the local community level to make a national impact to help our people in need. It kind of reminds me of the Bible. It talks about the Samaritan, or the Good Samaritan, where the person was hurt on one side of the road and everybody just kept walking by, all of his friends and neighbors, when this Good Samaritan came and walked by and saw him in need of help, and he stopped and helped him. That's what we have to do. We have to be our brother's keeper. We have to help those who are being oppressed, those who are in need, because what we don't want is one day for it to knock on our front doors. We don't want for it to happen in our neighborhoods. So we have to take a stand. In doing so, in taking the stand, we have to, number one, educate ourselves. We have to educate ourselves to what's going on in our community. We have to become aware of what's going on. We have to educate others about what's going on in our community. So not only are we the eyes, or the citizens on patrol, not only are we the eyes, but we create a lot of people in different communities who are eyes as well, to see and to know what's going on. And we also, as citizens on patrol, we have to be people that won't stand idly by and allow things to go on in our communities. When we see some suspicious behavior, when we see crime going on in our neighborhoods, we need to be able to tell the appropriate authorities. We need to stand up. I remember the neighborhood watch. Growing up, there used to be symbols on a window, just like an eye. And when you saw those symbols, you knew that that community was standing together and they watched out for their communities, just like citizens on patrol. And this is what we want to do. And because when we do that, then human traffickers know that they will not be tolerated in our communities. I am a citizen. I have family, I have friends, I have neighbors, just as you do. And it's our responsibility to stand up and fight for our neighborhoods, to stand up and fight for our communities. And just as I said, we can do that by becoming educated and staying abreast of what's going on in our nation concerning human trafficking. According to a U.S. case study, the United Nations estimate that 4 million people are trafficked each year, resulting in a $7 billion profit to criminal groups. $7 billion industry? That is terrible, and it's occurring right under our noses. Why is it occurring right under our noses? Because we don't know what's going on. We have to become aware so that we can advocate for those who are in need. Minnesota alone is the 13th largest center for trafficking of children in every city and in every county in the state, according to Carry 11 News. In 2012, they discussed that. And the change starts with us. It starts with citizens on patrol. It starts with us caring about what's going on in our communities and taking a stand to report so that the criminals don't feel comfortable trafficking in our neighborhoods. Now, the next thing is about educating. We have to educate other people. So like I said, they could be eyes in the community, allowing other people to know what's going on so that we're not the only ones watching, but there is someone else watching. So, finally, we have to be citizens. Like I said, citizens on patrol, and according to the Journal Article of Economics, it was written by a few people, several authors in 2010. Traffickers encounter few barriers to entering the market when they see profit being made by other traffickers. How terrible is that? When they don't receive resistance, they feel welcome to just go on and set up shop anywhere. But when they come to our neighborhoods and we are being citizens on patrol, they won't feel comfortable setting up shop in our neighborhoods. They will know that we will not tolerate it as citizens on patrol. We will not tolerate it, not on our watch. So in conclusion, we know that we will have to educate ourselves. We know that we have to educate others, and we know that we have to stand and be citizens on patrol. So let's declare today, we're going to declare that we are going to stand and be citizens on patrol in our community to affect the nation. Thank you so much for coming.
Very good. Good. I'm on the committee.